You're not broke because of your job. You're not broke because life is unfair. You're broke because your money, and honestly, let's be real for a second, your life is completely disorganized. And until you fix that, your income doesn't matter at all. You'll just stay stuck because as your income goes up, your spending will go up because again, you're disorganized. Most people aren't in financial pain because they simply don't earn enough. They're in pain because everything is chaotic and that bleeds into their finances. Think about it. No plan, no structure, no tracking of any kind, no systems in place. Therefore, no idea where the money's going. Chaos is expensive and disorganization is expensive, which leads to chaos. And it drains you one little tiny decision at a time until you wake up one day and just wonder to yourself, what the hell happened here? Here's what chaos looks like in real life. You forget the due dates on your credit cards, so you start racking up $25 fee, $25 fee, $15 fee, $50 fee. Along with that, you don't track your spending in the first place, so your money comes in and all your money goes out. Because you don't track where your money is going, you can't categorize to try to solve the problem in the first place. Because obviously you can't fix what you don't see. Do you get the trend here? You're reacting all the time because you're not being proactive. So you're basically playing a game where you don't know the rules, you don't understand what's going on, and you're surprised you're losing that game. And look, I'm not saying any of this from a pedestal. I'm speaking, like everything on my channel, from pure experience. Before the age of 21, I had over 20 different credit cards. I have quite a few of them right here still to this day. Completely maxed out. Completely maxed out. We'll just say that the average card had about $2,000 of credit limit on it. So imagine just how bad I had to have been with money. Wow, that was actually really loud and really way more messy than I actually intended. But looking back on it, like a lot of these cards weren't even cards that I needed. They weren't cards that like I really needed to use, I should say. You know, they were like grocery credit cards that when I got them, it was, oh, you know, you can get 10% off or a cashback bonus. And then I realized, oh, it's a grocery card, but you can spend it anywhere. And then it all just started rolling downhill from there. And like always, through the whole history of this channel, because of course, those of you that have been with the channel for a long time know I've been posting since I was a very young adult. I've been on YouTube for like 10 years now. It's not like I haven't been working my ass off. I just simply, once again, was not abiding to the rules of the game to win at money. And now a lot of people look at my financial situation and think, oh, well, you know, you got a business and you're all doing hundreds of thousands a year in sales and yada yada yada. But everything didn't change when I started my business. Everything changed the day that I decided to finally get organized. The day that I decided, you know, enough is enough pretending that everything is okay whenever it clearly was not. So what does getting organized look like? Well, lucky for you, I try to make everything as simple as possible because I'm a pretty lazy person, believe it or not. Yeah, I work my ass off, but I work in order to try to be lazy, if that makes sense. So I got roughly 3, maybe 5 points at the most for you guys. Number 1, check every single bank account. I don't care if it's a bank account, savings account, credit card account, loan account, every single money related account that you have every single day, preferably in the evening after, you know, the day's expenses. Me personally, I'm so OCD, I check it in the morning, I check it once in the afternoon to see kind of how the day's even going, check it in the evening. You know, when you have a bad enough financial situation like I had at a very young age, you know, young in my adulthood, kind of scars you for life like that. But at the minimum, check it every single day. Now, I know this is probably going to be contrary to, you know, a lot of BS you hear out there about check it once a week, don't obsess over it. But imagine if, I don't know, you went to the gym once a week. You check your weight once a week. Well, to be honest, checking your weight probably is something you should only check maybe once a week, but you get my point, right? Like anything that you want to succeed at, the more attention you pay to it, the better you are going to get at it. Imagine if Patrick Mahomes decided out of the blue, well, I'm just going to practice once a week. I'm not going to practice every day from now on. Well, the Chiefs would probably be how they are this year, right? But think about it. You go from checking your account, what, maybe a couple times a month at the most, whenever you realize, oh shit, I got to pay my rent, got to pay my car loan, whatever the case may be, to now you're checking it every single day. This alone might save a lot of you guys like $25 to $50 a month based on these statistics that I read recently about how many billions of dollars dollars these companies make just off of, you know, overdraft fees, late payment fees, all these different fees every single year. Number two, follow the money system that we actually talked about in the video I made right before this video just a few days ago. If you didn't see it, I'll make sure to link it at the end of the video in the description box, and probably even some little card somewhere up here at the top of the screen for you. That way, you know, if you want to pause this, come back to this after you see the money system, feel free to do it, you know, whichever way you want. This system will take you from, you know, being completely lost and in debt to complete financial clarity, to the point that you're almost worried about not being worried. And like I said, we have a whole video about it, but to just kind of sum it up real quick for you guys, you're going to have a separate checking account for every single type of, you know, category. Now, again, you don't want to go crazy with this, but you want to have one for, like, you know, your monthly expenses, one ideally for like your rent or mortgage. If you're in debt, of course, you know, you want to, you know, kind of have like a minimum payments one, and then also like a debt payoff one. I'll do a follow-up video about how to kind of go into that more in terms of for those of you that are in a lot of debt, or any debt at all for that matter. And then every single time you, or if you're married, your spouse, one of you get paid, you're going to delegate that money to all of those accounts, and then voila, everything gets paid how it's supposed to. You got money for groceries, you got money for this, got money for that. You combine that along with your favorite budgeting app or budget system, you are going to be in the best financial shape that you have ever been in. And I don't know if you caught it, but this is not just, you know, a simple budget. This is like the part two to the budget. The budget gives you the freedom to know, okay, we have this much to spend, you know, going out to eat. This much is going to debt if we have any debt, which of course, if you have debt, you probably shouldn't be going out to eat, but different subject for a different video. We got this much money for rent, this much for car note. You know, you have your budget over here, right? And then the money system, it's like peanut butter and jelly. You know, you take your budget, you take the money system, and it just makes everything run like a well-oiled machine. You know, it forces organization and forces discipline, and it just, like I said, just gets everything firing on all cylinders. Which leads us actually perfectly into number three, which is automate every ounce of this that you possibly can. Because once you get out of debt and you're able to now spend that money that you would be sending to the banks into investments, into your savings, into whatever you wish to put your money in or spend money on, the easier that you make this on yourself, the more likely you are to stick to it. Just like a diet, just like an exercise program. For example, I've had a gym where I've had to drive 20 minutes before. I've had a gym now that's literally right around the corner from me, about 4 minutes down the road. Which one do you think I've stuck with the longest? Same thing with banking automations. When you set up your banking automations, be it setting your auto pays up, you know, for every fixed bill or every credit card payment or auto loan payment, mortgage payment, whatever the case may be, to setting up auto transfers for as soon as you get paid to go into your investment accounts or to be distributed across your different checking accounts, which this part can be a little bit more complicated. You might have to get your bank involved, might need to have some type of back-end integration involved, you know, just depends. Everybody's different. But then you get to a point where you're literally just using your daily check-ins to make sure everything's running properly. You're essentially now the CEO of your personal finances. So instead of having to micromanage everything, moving everything around, all you're doing is looking at, okay, this is how our budget's looking, this is how much we spent, okay, let's categorize that, okay, we're now at this much that we're able to spend on groceries, oh, we accidentally had such and such, you know, get sick and need medication this month, okay, we're gonna have to take that out of the miscellaneous fund. You're just simply delegating. And when you get organized, something crazy happens. You stop leaking money. You stop just drowning in stress. You stop feeling behind all the time. And finally, for the first time ever, the money that you've already been making all throughout your working lifetime is now starting to work for you instead of you working for it. And here's the part that blows most people's minds, and they're like, what? No way, whenever I say it. But you are literally, in most cases, months to just a few years at the most to completely overhauling your entire financial situation. And again, I'm still dropping cards over here from my own personal life. You can go from a negative net worth to worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars within just a handful of years. Not by winning the lottery, not by getting lucky, not by becoming a snake oil politician, but by simply just getting organized with the money, resources that you've had the whole time. And if you get a raise or you start a business, which by the way, by doing all this, I know there's a lot of you here that watch my channel that have been saying, I want to start my business, want to start my business, want to start my business. Guess what? If you can't handle your personal finances, you are not going to survive in business. And maybe for the first time, you'll actually unlock the funds to be able to save up some money for a cushion and start your business. But even without starting a business, your income does not have to change for your life to change. Your habits and your organization does. So like I mentioned a few minutes ago, if you want a deeper dive into the money system itself that I was referring to earlier on in the video, I'll make sure to link it on one of these sides. I always get lost on which side. I believe it's over here, but who knows? It could be over here for you. But remember this, you are not poor, you are broke. And you are not broke, you are simply unorganized. And the beauty of it all, it's a very easy fix. I'll see you over in the video.